Hi there. So today is a big video. We're going to unpack our violin, put our violin in rest position, and then I will show you how to properly balance your violin on your shoulder for playing position. Be sure to learn the parts of the violin before you do this. Otherwise, some things won't make sense. I will link my video about parts of the violin down below. And let's get started. Safest thing to do is lay your violin case flat on the floor with the handle facing you, and we're carefully going to open, and then we're going to take our violin out, grabbing it by the neck. This is the most basic rest position. It's just holding it by the neck. We usually do this if we are in rest position for a few seconds. If we are in rest position for longer than that, then we transition to guitar rest position. Guitar rest position looks like this. So let's get into that together. So you will notice I'm not covering my bridge up and the sound holes are facing out. So we're grabbing the violin by the neck in our left hand. We're going to raise our right arm, put the back of the violin flat up against us, under our right armpit, drape our arm over the chin rest, and you can even cradle the violin underneath like this. Notice I'm not covering up the bridge and the sound holes are facing out. We're going to get our feet in violin playing position. And yes, I'm totally serious. This is actually a really important step. We're gonna start out, our feet are together. Then we're going to bring them out into the shape of a V. V for violin. I will take my right foot, step it shoulder width apart. Okay, I should be able to sway back and forth, but I should be standing strong. This is your violin feet position. Next, we're going to put our violin on top of our left shoulder. Please do this. Tap the top of your left shoulder. Okay, feel where that left shoulder is. This is where your violin is going to go. Also, friendly reminder, this is the end button of your violin. You will want to remember that. Okay, step one, grab the shoulder of the violin with your left hand and hold it straight out in front of you like you are the Statue of Liberty, just like this. Step two, find the end button with your eyes. Step three, put the end button by your left ear. Step four, drop the violin straight down on top of your left shoulder. Remember when we tap that shoulder? Violin should be right up against your neck. Step five, you're going to turn your head and look down the fingerboard, down to the scroll of the violin. Your jaw should be lined up now with the chin rest. A few important things to remember about this. If you are 12 o'clock, your violin should be pointing somewhere around 10 o'clock. Also, your violin should be parallel with the floor. It should not be drooping, and you should not be overachieving on that and going up like this. It should be exactly parallel with the floor. Another thing you should know or remember is know what I call violin beards. Violin beard is where your violin droops down in front of you off of your shoulder and you're putting it more like on your chest or something instead of your shoulder. So it should be on top of that shoulder. Remember those shoulder tops? So no violin beards. Also, I like to set my private students up with a shoulder rest from the beginning. I want my students to be able to put their violin up on their shoulder like this and be able to hold it without any hands. I want my students to be able to naturally balance the violin on their shoulder with just using the natural weight of their jaw. So absolutely no tensions in the hand. You should be able to have your left hand to be able to move freely everywhere on the fingerboard. Please practice supporting your violin like this. You can practice all of your open string pieces like this as well. Hope this helps. Happy practicing. Bye-bye.